I know this is going to ruffle some feathers, but I'm sorry, people. CM Punk is the most overrated wrestler of this generation. I know a lot of y'all don't like to hear that. I know he's a lot of you guys' is hero. But let's do a deep dive into his career for a second, right? So, he was an indie darling in ROH, of course, as well as various other promotions. He had a short stint in TNA as well. He gets to WWE. Here's the thing about WWE that they good at. They're good at maximizing characters and the talking capability of the characters, and that being able to overshadow their wrestling ability. Have you ever noticed that? Prime example, right? Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart weren't the best talkers at all, but they had charisma. They had that aura. They had the great wrestling attire. They had the look. They had the appearance. They had the move sets. They could tell a story in a ring, from the bell ring to the bell and to the end, to the 3 count or whatever, DQ, whatever. When you look at Shawn Michaels, when you looked at Shawn Michaels, you was captured in awe by him. The way he walked to the ring, the dance, the ring attire. I mean, the guy came to the ring with attire on that he took off, and his wrestling, what he wrestled in, was still fire. Even his boots. Do you know nobody has came close to the boots that Shawn Michaels has worn before he started wearing the black boots with the little silver things on them? Before those boots, nobody came close to the ones he used to wear before that. His wrestling, he would come to the ring, the dude would have on earrings. I don't even wear earrings. The dude would have on earrings, glasses, gloves, a somewhat fruity type vest, but it was still fire because he was talking about women. So he was dressing like how they dressed in the 80s. He was like how they dressed in the 80s. That's his ring attire. It gave off that Prince aura. But you knew he was all about the women though. That's the crazy part about it. Like, the women loved him. So what could have been perceived as fruity looking, it was fire because the women was crazy over it. So he came to the ring strutting. He had fireworks. The dude literally came to the ring with fireworks. And here's the thing. He got on his attire that he wear to the ring. He's strutting to the ring, dancing, showboating. He gets to the ring. He does a pose showing off his muscles, and then fireworks go off behind him. Come on, man. This is all pageantry before he even fights in the ring. Straight pageantry before the bell even rings. This is what you get. This is the show you getting before he even starts wrestling. And not to even mention his wrestling. And then we get to Bret Hart. Same thing. He come to the ring. The music. That was a horrible attempt at it. But he come to the ring. He got on his jacket. He got on a dark jacket. The colors already. He already showing you how much of a man he is. He wearing pink. The dude's wearing hot pink and it's fire. It ain't like, oh, he's wearing pink. Look at this cupcake. The dude was wearing a hot pink and it was fire, people. His boots. Listen, Bret Hart coming to the ring with the coldest sunglasses you ever seen, and they pink. This is a man coming to the ring in sunglasses, and they are pink, and they were still fire. He's coming to the ring in sunglasses that are pink, hot pink, and they were still fire. Coming to the ring in either a leather jacket or some type of wool jacket, and it's pink and black, and it's still fire. And it says Hitman on it. He let you know how bad of a dude he is. He coming to the ring in a hot pink and black jacket, and it says Hitman on it with a skull on it. showing you I'm wearing pink and I'm still bad. Come to the ring, shaking everybody's hand as he walk into the ring. He gets in the ring, shows off, letting you know I'm the best there is. Look at me, I'm Bret Hart. Jacket hanging halfway off his shoulder, flexing his pectoral muscles, showing you I'm the best there is, doing his hand gesture. I'm the best there is. I'm Bret Hart. Takes off his jacket. Takes the belt, because he always had a belt on him. He always had a championship on him. Takes the belt off, kisses it, gives it to the ref, hops outside of the ring, finds a kid in the front row that's 9 times out of 10 wearing his gear, his attire, and his merchandise, and gives them the pair of glasses, and then gives them dap, gets back in the ring. Like, come on, man. This is all pageantry and show before he even starts to wrestle. Now back to Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels, after all the pageantry, what happens? He gets in the ring, has some of the greatest storytelling in wrestling history in all of his matches. Bret Hart gets back in the ring from start to finish, has some of the greatest storytelling in wrestling history you'll ever see. Then we get to CM Punk. Come to the ring, mediocre attire, mediocre build, out of shape, slow-paced wrestling. Not slow-paced, that storytelling, just slow-paced and boring. I mean, the guy's matches, people, see, here's the thing that we tend to do as human beings. We tend to overvalue somebody based on one thing that they're good at. But here's the thing, CM Punk isn't good at wrestling. His storytelling in the ring is terrible. I can't sit through a CM Punk match. The only CM Punk match I sat through was the one with Jeff Hardy. I think it was a ladder match with Jeff Hardy for the World Heavyweight Championship. And that was a gimmick match. It wasn't like a regular wrestling match. I literally have almost every single one of Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels matches. And out of all their matches, most of them weren't even, I say probably like 10 apiece are gimmick matches. Out of about 80 matches, 90 matches that I have of each of them, only like 10 of them are gimmick matches from each of them. CM Punk, like, the guy got over massively because he was dropping truth bombs about things that everybody knew but nobody was saying, and it made him, it elevated him in the fans' eyes because they said, oh, this guy's saying stuff nobody's ever said. He's taking it to the man. And yeah, it was fire. Listen, I ain't a hater. I'm going to admit, it was fire that he was doing that. But at the same time, when it came to the wrestling, it's like, okay, he's great on promos. He's great working the segments. He's great. You know, he's great in segments. He's great in the promos. He's great on the mic when he's going back and forth with somebody. But when it gets to the ring, everything is just blah. If you listen, you can pull up a CM Punk promo or a segment and it has millions of views or hundreds of thousands of views. You pull up his matches, not so much. Why? Because the storytelling and what is his move? What is CM Punk's moveset? Give me 5 CM Punk moves, and that's not his finisher. You can't, because he has no direct moveset. I mean, like people, the guy, then he's always hurt. He's always hurt. The best thing CM Punk had going for him was the straight-ass society gimmick. And even then, his wrestling was subpar, but the gimmick. See, the WWE made wrestling a thing of entertainment, where your gimmick, your mic skills, and your promos elevated you more than your in-ring ability, which is why back in the day, in the Attitude Era, most of the matches were cut short due to interference or had some type of gimmick stipulation or never went over a certain amount of time or was never allowed to be just purely wrestling because they didn't want that to be the thing. They wanted you to be entertained by chair shots, being slammed through the table, fighting out in the crowd, fighting outside, interference from Vince McMahon or somebody of a authority figure. You know, and CM Punk CM Punk was one of the last people to gain from that. The being able to talk on the mic, being able to cut a good promo, being able to do a hell of a segment that lasts 15, 20 minutes, just like the Attitude Era. But when it comes to his wrestling, it's just not there. And I think this guy is one of, if not the most overrated wrestlers in history.